bonus ukulele review day because I'm so busy. And this one's a variation on a theme we've seen before, so it'll be quite short. Keep watching. Yeah, it's got a ukulele review day, a bonus day for you because I'm getting so behind with how many I've got. This is your summary video review to the full review that's linked below. And as I say, this is a variation on a theme. This is the new-ish Enya Nova U Mini Soprano version of their carbon plastic concert version, which I looked at before. Now, before I get into this, what I would say is have a look below. I've linked to the review of the carbon concert because they're ostensibly pretty much the same thing, and I'm not going to go through all the same details again, so I'm going to race through this one because it is pretty much the same thing. It's that Les Paul shape made from two pieces of plastic in a clamshell. It's a plastic with carbon material added for strength. They say it's 30% on this one. It was 25% on the carbon on the concert. As I say, Les Paul shape. It's got that same flame motif sound hole, and it's the same integral molded bridge. They are slot type bridges, and as you can see, it's the same fingerprint magnet no matter what you do. Let's have a look at the differences though. Obviously this is a shorter scale. The concert version was kind of halfway between concert and tenor. This is when you look in the review, this is about halfway between soprano and concert, but it's noticeably smaller to hold. You don't get strap buttons, and it doesn't come with a strap like the concert does. I think that's quite the omission from Enya, because they've assumed that because it's a soprano, people won't want straps. I think people will, and I think drilling into plastic is a bit of a challenge for straps. Some people do it, but I don't like to do it because it stresses the plastic. So that's an omission, I think. You also don't get a side sound port here. That doesn't bother me at all. They don't do anything for me either way, to be honest. But otherwise, it's the same sort of thing, just shrunk down. You get one less fret at 17 with 13 to the body. 13 to the body on the concert as well. They're integral and molded in. Outward-facing position markers at 5, 7, 10 and 12. Sadly, still nothing on the side, which I think is a big omission too. One thing I said I didn't really like about the concert was the nut width. That was about 35mm. This is just lower than 35mm, or pretty much bang on. The specs on the Enya website I think are wrong. It's not wider overall, however it is quite a bit wider on the string spacing. It was about 25mm G2A on the concert. This is about 28, so much more comfortable. Other than that though, same sort of thing, asymmetric headstock and your logo, unbranded open gears in gold, which I think jar against the black. You get the same sort of pod case with it. You get a tuner, you get spare strings. It's strung with the Enya fluorocarbons that I don't like. You don't get the strap because you don't get strap buttons, and you don't get the capo. But it is quite a lot cheaper. It's $52.99 or about $60 in the US, so quite a bit less than the concert, and the concert wasn't expensive. It's really nice and light, it's really nice and balanced, but let's have a play, as I say. You tell me what you think compared against the video for the concert, which is linked below. Now what I think about it is it's kind of more fun, maybe because I'm a soprano fan. It's good volume. Sustain is pretty low, but then it is a soprano. But the volume's good. Much more comfortable to play. Right, okay. This is one of those where it's quite hard to split the difference between them. I don't think you'd be going wrong whichever one of these you get. It's going to be personal choice whether you like concert or soprano scale. Personally, for me, despite that omission of the strap buttons, and it does drag the score a little bit lower than the score I gave to the concert, I'd get this one. There's something about the really small form factor. It's really tiny. It's really comfortable. It's more ukulele to me, and I really rather like it. But do you know what? You're not making a mistake whichever one you get, whether it's the concert or the soprano. They're both great value. They both sound. The Enya Nova U Mini soprano version only comes in black, this one, and you don't get any pickup options either, so that's another difference I should have mentioned. But other than that, very, very similar in all ways to their concert version, and it will appeal. It's 50 quid, you know. Gets a recommendation. Right, back to normal schedule next week for another ukulele review, which will be done in a bit more detail. Go carefully and see you very soon. Bye.